Welcome to the Soho Cinema Club. We're sat in the cinema and we're in the heart of Hollywood. Welcome to the Soho Cinema Club.
Welcome to the Soho Cinema Club.
Welcome to the Soho Cinema Club. And we're here with my good friends.
Welcome to the Soho Cinema Club, Jared.
Sean, welcome to the Soho Cinema Club.
Miles, welcome to the Soho Cinema Club.
Hello, boy.
And we're here sat in our beautiful cinema with probably the largest screen in Europe. I can't tell you how wide it is. Oh, it's vast. It's so wide, I can't even see it in my peripheral vision.
It touches both the Atlantic and the Pacific.
Anyhow, tonight we're going to be looking at a film I've never seen before. In fact, it's a film I've not heard of before. Jared, do you want to talk about this film we'll be seeing and talking about?
This fine film I have also never seen, nor has Sean.
I've actually seen it.
Oh, you've seen it?
Sean has seen it.
I've seen it, but I want you to intro it a little bit.
I think,
because you brought it in.
I barely remember
It'll be snappier, I feel like. Okay. From 1985, GYMKATA.
GYMKATA.
Which is basically, let's make Enter the Dragon, but we have this American gymnast who won gold at the Olympics, so people cared about gymnastics for about 5 months, and we're going to have him be the hero.
And this came out on the 6th month.
Yes, on the 6th month. So, not many people showed up. Actually, I have no idea how well it did. I doubt that it did incredibly well, because I've only heard of it from weird people online who like weird movies.
Okay, and it looks interesting. The cover is it's kind of a nicely painted poster, isn't it? And it's got two ninjas being assaulted by the
gymnast.
The gymnast, whacking them both in the face with his feet.
One ninja is armed with a Nazi MP-40 submachine gun for some reason. So I'm sure that will be... he is. A very ninja-like weapon.
Well, I was just thinking about these films. They don't seem to be aware of guns, do they?
No.
It's always hand-to-hand fighting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the way I saw this, I had a friend...
With your eyes?
Yes, with my eyes. But I saw this in high school with a friend. He downloaded it online illegally, and he was like, hey, you want to watch this weird movie? And he always had weird movies.
Oh, so this is a weird movie. It looks just like a... standard sort of ninja kung fu-y sort of movie.
Yeah. It gets weird in certain places.
Oh, cool. Who directed? Oh, Robert Klaus, who also directed. Jared?
Oh God, we just Enter
the Dragon.
Enter the Dragon.
Yeah. You just said it. Yeah. Who seems to just make Enter the Dragon clones.
Over and over.
Yeah.
He was like, it's not broken. It's still working.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds great. So. Let's see if are we looking at this as possibly one of the worst films ever made?
I think we should. We'll see.
Okay, hold on. Roll the projector, Barry.
Kurt Thomas. His title, 3-time world gymnastics champion. Kurt Thomas becomes Jonathan Cabot. He must penetrate a mountain fortress to compete in an ancient savage ritual. They call it the game. When gymnastics and karate are fused, the combustion becomes an explosion, and a new kind of martial arts superhero is born. GYMKATA.
All right, well, we've just finished watching GYMKATA.
Sorry.
And... it's not the sort of film I'd normally watch. Don't get me wrong, I like a martial arts movie, but this ain't one of them.
But it's directed by a director who made a great one.
What one?
Which one? Robert Klaus.
Enter the Dragon.
Enter the Dragon.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think he's a great director, and I think he was lucky with Enter the Dragon. I don't think he directed... and all the action scenes usually directed by Bruce Lee.
Yeah,
that's true.
The action, star. So, what did we think?
I kind of had a blast with this.
I was having a blast until the third act, where it just started to drag on.
So let's go through, what's the basic story again?
So, in 1985...
remember, this is 1985, because you have to keep reminding yourself this.
Yeah. So there's this country whose name I've already forgotten.
Parmesan.
But for some odd reason, the U.S. wants to build a satellite monitoring station there.
Star Wars one.
Shush.
Sorry.
They want to build a satellite monitoring station there, even though it's satellites. So why would you need a monitoring station in the specific country?
Yeah, maybe they got good Wi-Fi.
That doesn't exist yet.
I know.
But to get that, instead of like negotiating with the government of this country or whatever,
Parmesan.
the country has a thing called the game, where
The most dangerous game is man.
for some odd reason, people from all around the world go to this game to compete, even though the game is literally them just running and getting shot at with arrows.
Yeah, they have
spears.
Yeah, they're given no weapons. They just have to run like buggery, and then at specific points when they're at their most defenseless, I guess, vulnerable, they're just killed.
Yeah. They
Just
have
killed with an arrow.
There's a lot of areas conveniently where they have to go up or across ropes. But yeah, so to win this game, you have to not get shot.
You just have to survive.
And then you have to go through a town where the country puts all of its insane people. But you can't go around the town for some reason. Maybe it's a town that stretches out, much like the screen here at the Soho. It stretches out into
incredibly wide.
It's an infinite plane.
Yeah.
So you can't go around this town. You have to go through it, apparently.
Yep.
For what reason?
And then because it's the game, Miles.
Because
What is the
you
purpose
have to
of
respect.
the game?
You have to respect their traditions.
Hold on.
So
Hold on. Wait. I just want to say because the flag ninjas tell you where to go.
this is true.
Okay.
And then you go through the town, and then you go back to where you started, and then
Why don't you then just tip your toe into the town and then leg it back? Why does he just keep running?
because you have to
further?
respect their traditions, Miles. And this is the problem that you have, not respecting other countries' traditions.
Especially
and then
this country.
Your reward for surviving is you get to make a request of the king. And then the Khan. But he is also referred to as a king.
I know, but
he refers to himself as
Khan.
a king.
King Khan.
You can't.
King Khan.
So speaking of monkeying around, the king's actually played by Buck Cartalian.
Yeah,
I never know how to pronounce his name, but I recognised him from because he died a few years back, didn't he?
2016.
Yeah.
He was 93.
Yeah, and he played Julius in Planet of the Apes, and one of my favourite characters in Conquest, Frank. Yeah. I actually call myself Frank when I get dressed up as a gorilla when I have the red jumpsuit on.
And the other one is Cool Hand Luke as Dynamite.
He's pretty good. I don't know if he's kingly in it.
But you can tell he's having fun in the role.
His daughter, for some reason, is
Filipino?
Yeah, Filipino. Or is she actually Filipino?
She is from the Philippines.
She could have been adopted.
Maybe.
Yeah, could have been adopted.
But
And she's a Playboy playmate as well.
she,
Yeah, you
she
said
was
that.
she was in Playboy, yeah.
Which surprised me that there was no nude scene.
None. And you know what they also isn't in this film? The mention of GYMKATA.
GYMKATA.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't say GYMKATA.
GYMKATA.
Dude, was that the script's name, or was that something they just thought of afterwards?
I think
maybe.
I don't.
Because it should have been called The Game. Something like that.
I feel like
that's all they referenced.
Yeah.
It was the game.
Yeah.
Even if it was the deadly game or the something.
The most dangerous game.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I mean the other interesting thing, is we just kind of assumed that the lead was chosen because he was an Olympian, and with very little research we discovered no.
So the reason why he wasn't in the Olympics is because Jimmy Carter didn't allow the U.S. to perform because it was hosted at the USSR. And he would try again in 1992, but would fail to compete. But he has awards. He's won.
So yeah,
many
he's
awards.
a great gymnast. We see him in slow mo.
Yeah, the entire movie is just him flipping around.
And he's pretty good for what it is. I think it's great. Yeah,
but I don't think as a martial arts.
No,
GYMKATA really is kind of stupid. Because whenever he's doing the gymnastics part, he's leaving himself open to anyone kicking the shit out of him, stabbing him, or just doing him.
Especially that scene where they're all just in that circle.
Yeah.
And they all just don't attack him.
Yeah.
That one, the crazy town, yeah.
The other thing that's strange about the film is as soon as they enter, what is the country called?
I don't remember.
Parmistan.
Well, it's a country that just looks like Sinbad land.
It's Yugoslavia.
But it looks like they've entered the world of Sinbad. Did they ever use guns in that country?
No, not in that country.
Not in that.
We do
guns
see
don't exist, do they?
We see one AK-47 and
an MP4.
2 MP40s.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, it's just very strange. It literally wouldn't surprise me if you had sort of a giant cyclops turning up and Sinbad turning up in a
or like a giant snake or something.
Yeah.
The whole story, it's like separated into things. Like it starts off like Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Then it goes into Indiana Jones. And
how's it going to Indiana Jones?
Because that scene where they're being chased around the city. Because the scene where they're being chased around the city, it's resembling Raiders of the Lost Ark, where they're like trying to escape the city.
And then there's a bunch of scenes of them slowly crossing ropes. That it's just like Temple of Doom. That one scene with lots of dummies.
Especially when the bad guy cuts it.
There's also that fun shot where you clearly see one of the competitors is wearing pads on his back and he gets shot with an arrow and then he falls to his death. I like that. I like the pads.
I mean, it's not a. I mean, I did get bored because the relentlessness there's no.
It's repetitive.
Yeah, it's repetitive. It starts off because it has a lack of really a plot. It's just one thing leads to another to another. I mean, the plot is run. That's it. Just run.
It's
because
amazing.
That's all he does.
Isn't it amazing? It's based on a book. Then that's just amazing.
Is more to it.
Run, spot, run. What is it?
It might as well be run, spot, run.
Yeah, but after a while, it just gets boring. doesn't it?
But no,
I was really excited to see this, and then just that third act where I'm like, oh, he's kicking people.
The book name is, by the way, The Terrible Game by Dan Taylor Moore, and apparently they were going to try to adapt it in the '60s with Rock Hudson as the lead.
Interesting.
So imagine GYMKATA with Rock Hudson.
So I'm guessing there was a lot more story in the book. There has to be.
Oh, I'd imagine.
Because the book's got to be pretty boring if it's just describing
and
action.
he runs.
Yeah, and then he fights and he hits someone and they drop down dead. Or
Flips around.
Yeah.
Finds a conveniently placed bar.
I mean, was it funny, entertaining for you guys?
For most of it.
Most of it. We started drinking every time the Flag Ninja appeared.
Yeah, around like the middle act, we were like, oh, Flag Ninjas.
Well, one thing I'm certain of, there weren't ninjas in the book. Because I don't know where the ninjas... We've got ninjas existing in this Sinbad sort of world. What the hell?
In the 80s.
In the 80s?
Yeah.
They obviously are just there because ninjas were flavour of the year or whatever. Mm-hmm. All those ninja movies. And it would look good in a trailer. But they really didn't do anything. They didn't act like ninjas. They were just heavies.
Yeah.
You know? And
they could have been wearing
black with black hoods.
They could have been wearing anything.
Yes.
And it would not have changed anything.
Yeah.
It might have just been cheap.
It is cheap.
Yeah.
You just get like black cloth and it's like, oh, we'll make this a ninja costume.
So what did you think of Kurt Thomas? Was he the new action kung fu?
No.
So
I'm not even going to let you finish. No.
The biggest issue I had was his babyish pink lips. They're just too moist and supple for an action star. I need rock hard, almost chapped lips from my leading man.
I mean, he was. No, you're on point. Like he was just too baby faced, too boyish.
Only 3 feet tall.
Yeah, he was very.
He seems he would have worked better in a John Hughes movie, like,
or if they
as a teenage, like Karate Kid. He would have been great in Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Well, they hadn't turned it into a movie where you'd normally get some sort of Sly Stallone, like a Stallone type action hero.
Or they could have just used apple boxes so he wasn't shorter than literally.
But he had
everyone
no
else
charisma.
In the movie. No.
Couldn't deliver lines. I mean, maybe there was more dialogue and more drama and more acting, and then they just took it out.
But then again, by the time he was doing this, he was about 29, so he couldn't do like a high school role.
Well, there is a real life instance recently of like somebody who is roughly 29 masquerading as a high school or middle school student
In the UK?
in the U.S.
Oh, in the US?
Yeah, it was on the news a couple weeks ago.
Well, some people look really young and stay looking really young.
Some people can pull it off, yeah.
So going back to the film, I'm looking at the poster, the artwork on the DVD cover. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, but also kind
It's
of
not
basic.
selling the film, though, is it?
No.
Because if they had... The poster is basically the star of it, Kurt Thomas, leaping at two ninjas and hitting them with his feet.
He's wearing sneakers.
He's wearing sneakers. But the thing that they don't have in here is any reference to this sort of Sinbad land, this...
No.
Whatever Istan place. What was it called? Bagistan or
It's not
something?
Bagistan.
Sagistan? I can't remember.
Parmesan.
But there's no reference to that because as soon as you do that, it's going to look like a fantasy movie.
Yeah.
And there was a weird, like almost like Conan the Barbarian-ish flavour.
Yeah.
Two different movies.
Yeah, lots of turbans.
So the country's name is Parmesan.
Parmesan.
I don't think I would get through it watching it by myself by the third act.
No, you need friends to watch this.
Yeah.
Like, no one is going to watch this alone.
Unless you're like scrubbing through it, because it just gets repetitive.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. You could fast forward 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And
enjoy
no
like
difference.
the last act. Yeah.
My favorite, some of my favorite bits were just the random slow-mo in the film.
Oh, yeah, there was a large chunk of it. There wasn't just a slow-mo moment.
No, it's moments.
Yeah.
And then there's like one specific moment where it's after one of the guys gets shot through the window, and then all the guys some guys come in, and they get shot, and it's slow-mo, like Sam Peckinpah came in very drunk and was like, hey, can I do a scene real quick?
Well, yeah, one of my favourite moments, we brought it up, there's a chase, and it's Kurt's running on foot, and he's being chased by the bad guy, and they're all on horseback, and they're in a forest. And then the camera is actually positioned in this ditch, pointing upwards. And the lead bad guy, he leaps. It's a ditch. It must be 1 foot wide at most.
Yeah.
It's a small ditch, but they have the camera angled up. And when the horse is about to leap over, they do this fake, like fake slow-mo step printing where they repeat frames. And then the other horses come and all the other guys on horseback are like,
all the ninjas.
Yeah, they're all ninjas. Oh, no, this is too dangerous for us. But they have to do that in slow-mo to give the impression that it's...
More impressive than it is.
And it's just nonsense, like the entire story. Nonsense, which I can live with. Most of these things, I mean, it's the same... It's all the same, is it? Enter the Dragon. It's the same story.
Yeah.
But this one...
Literally directed by the same guy.
Yeah, this one was just odd because it was like 1 minute... It's like a, I don't know, CIA, espionage, crimes, sort of thriller type movie, contemporary. And then it's Sinbad, and then it's Conan. And
It's funny you mention that because production designer, I'm going to butcher this, Veljko Despotovic also worked on Conan.
Oh, wow.
And you always mention Carry On films, and it's funny you mention that as well because the cinematographer shot a few Carry On films. And that was Godfrey A. Goddard. He also did Superman 4.
Oh, wow. That's...
My favorite.
What was his last film, out of interest?
His last film was Superman 4.
Oh, no wonder. Did he try and kill himself after
Probably.
that? Yeah.
Went
Oh, my
on a
gosh.
high note.
Yeah.
His last two were Superman 4 and Supergirl.
Well, I'm sure he got well paid. Well, for Supergirl, I'm sure he got well paid.
I hope he did. Well, two other great films he did were Abominable Dr. Phibes and Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde.
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah, both of those look great as
Yeah.
well. Yeah. So, okay, to sum up, I don't know, would you recommend this to anyone?
You can't watch this alone. I can't imagine anybody saying, this is my favorite film. Because if they say that, then it's like, oh, I watched this with buddies and we had a great time.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't have the staying power of Devil's Story.
It certainly doesn't.
And it's not as bad as Slapstick.
The single worst movie of 1984.
Nothing is.
Nothing.
I didn't even watch it with you guys.
No.
No, it's very, very depressing. What was the name of the actress in it? Techi? No.
Techi
Agbayani?
Agbayani? Yeah.
Huh. I mean, she didn't really have anything to do. They didn't give her anything to do.
She's literally silent from the beginning.
Yeah, she's silent at the beginning, and then she does a little bit of sort of action type, but nothing to move the story forward. No, she really is just like that. You know, the princess. She's called the princess.
Oh yeah, that's another side thing where the sexy gay. Oh God, what's the character's name?
Zamir.
No, the Chuck Norris.
Oh, Zamir.
Oh, his name's Zamir.
Zamir.
I don't care about his real name. Sexy gay is Chuck Norris.
No, his real name is Richard Norton.
I don't care.
Then why did you?
I was trying to think of Chuck Norris.
His name is Zamir in the movie.
It was very homoerotic, though, wasn't it? The entire film.
Oh, but the whole time, like,
sorry.
You know, the fact that the one female in it, who has potentially she should have a good role, but no, they just push her aside, and she's just the princess. Even though she's totally capable of doing action scenes, we see her at the end with her dad.
And they're fighting off hordes of people.
But that's purely just to meet him, the Kurt, isn't it?
Yeah.
And his dad, who miraculously has survived all this time. We forgot to mention
he was dead on the horse.
Hold on. We forgot to mention General. I forgot his name. What was it?
Kurt Thomas, the actor.
No, not Kurt Thomas. His dad, Colonel. His name was Colonel Cabot. You see him in the beginning, very beginning, and you think he's dead. But he isn't. And then he appears halfway through the movie in a ninja disguise, remember? And you see the blue eyes.
Oh, that was him.
That had to be him.
And then he gets shot with an arrow.
So we don't know what he's been doing or why he's...
No, he just comes back.
And he comes back for no real reason.
Yeah, gay Chuck Norris shot him. But yeah, I mean, the whole princess thing... Gay Chuck Norris was supposed to marry her, but he's also, the ninjas are his private army, so he's going to like overthrow her father. But none of that matters, because really the movie is running, climbing ropes, getting shot with arrows. And satellites?
No, it's got nothing to do with anything, It's
just there.
Yeah.
But that's like...
It is a Sinbad movie.
Yeah.
And it's Sinbad turns up, and he's given a quest, there's something he has to do, and he has to venture out. And
gay Chuck Norris would have been a great leading man. He is like that physically.
Yes.
Like that is a specimen of.
He actually is the lead in a few like 80s movies, like sci-fi stuff.
We should watch those
and low budget stuff. It might be fun.
Which ones?
Well, funny enough, very recently he's been in the Mad Max films.
Oh, recently?
He's the prime imperator in Mad Max Fury Road and Furiosa.
Okay, so GYMKATA, did I enjoy it? I was getting bored at the end. It was fun. It was fun with you guys watching it. So if you want to have a few drinks and put a stupid movie on that promises to be showing you some brand new amazing form of martial arts, then GYMKATA's, I don't know, it's worth probably an hour of its 90 minutes. And then the last half hour, forget it.
This is something you put on in a party.
Yeah.
Low sound or no sound.
Yeah.
And you're just relaxing.
Or even no picture and no sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's more ideal. You're putting on something else.
Yeah. Well, on that note, it's goodbye from me, Miles Flanagan.
Goodbye from me, Jared Flag Ninja Fan Carlson.
And goodbye from me, Sean.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I didn't know what that was.
All right, good night.
Good night.